Hello Cancer, great to have you here. My name is Shauna. Today's reading is a general love forecast for November 2025. As always, take the messages that resonate and release anything that doesn't. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay connected with upcoming readings. Let's see what's headed your way, Cancer.
Earlier, so let me do the 8-card spread for you for this month. I have the 6 of Cups upright, the 6 of Wands upright, the Chariot in reverse. This is the 5 of Swords in reverse, the World upright, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Swords, and the Devil card. Okay, so let's pull out another card to assess this situation at the end of the month. All right, and we have the 8 of Wands up in reverse. Okay, so very interesting. Your card is showing up here. The Chariot is representative of Cancers. So this is actually a very good energy, and it's showing up in the reverse position. So in terms of, your ability to direct the flow of your life this month is going to be blocked. And this is usually, if your card is shown up reverse in the reading, you don't have as much control over the situation that is playing out in the month of February as you would hope. But I'm not seeing anything bad. I'm seeing a lot of expansion, a lot of new energy, and a lot of networking in general. So this is not a month for you where you feel like you might need to assert yourself. I don't see that coming in. Okay, so let's look at the beginning and see, how the energy is going to play out. So we have a tremendously nice and just stable. Many of you might be collaborating with people from your past, or just meeting up people from your past. So travel itself is a little restricted just because the Chariot card is coming up in the reverse position. But the World card as well, if you have a lot of acquaintances all over the world, or not in your immediate surrounding, physical travel might be restricted, but communication with them via phone, text, or communication in the internet too, through the internet, you're going to be able to reach out and expand your network, expand your environment, and it's wonderful. And I feel like a very nice, soothing, and calm energy permeating your life in the first part. Also came up in the weekly reading for Cancers. So this is a victory card, and it's getting the accolades, getting the positive responses and reception from other people, from your boss, from the clients that you work with, from the people that you interact with. You are very charismatic. You're coming across as being very persuasive, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, and you're getting a lot of people onto your side. You have the power of persuasion, and you are appearing very charismatic and capable. So this is going to play itself out in especially affecting your work environment in terms of getting more clients and getting a lot more finances and being more emotionally and financially secure this month, okay? But as well in your interpersonal relationships, people are starting to finally come around to your way of thinking. The people around you are just they're depending on you for your ability to be decisive, to be very creative, and to basically overcome situations that they themselves can't. So you're with I mentioned earlier with the Chariot card in reverse, what I'm feeling is, tying in with the work situation, I feel that there's still a lot of blockages when it comes to getting that payout that you've been promising or that you've been counting on. But like I said, rest assured, it's still coming, okay? And the energy that I'm getting for this month in general is, this is a month to basically replenish your emotional and spiritual health. So financial abundance is not a big factor this month. I just don't see it being a huge factor. So don't worry about your finances. This is not a month to focus on that. This is more about, getting the accolades for a job well done, and also reconnecting with people from your past, and also being around people who are emotionally supportive, so that you are reaffirmed that you're going on the right path. Okay, a lot of you though, with the Chariot card, your card coming up in the reverse position too, I just feel that you're at a crossroads, and you're at a fork in the road. You don't know how to proceed forward. With it in reverse, I feel that, direction might be lacking, self-doubt. That is somewhat troubling. And then additionally, I just feel that the work situation itself is going to pick up, and it's going to affect your movement a little bit. It's going to affect your leisure time. It's going to affect the direction of your life. So this is a month of intense introspection, so that you will know how to proceed. Okay, so in the past, like especially in January, I feel that a lot of new openings, new jobs, new opportunities have opened up for cancers. And in this month, um you're assessing the viability of those options. Okay, so it's actually a very good month to take a breather, just because Mercury is still in retrograde until the 11th and won't be out of its shadow period into the month. So it is actually a very good time now to reassess, to know where you want to be and how to proceed. Okay, um that you've had a shared history with, and they're going to come in a new way, in that they would help you network. They would help expand your thinking, expand your client base. If it's a business transaction, they will come back, but in a different way. So I'm not feeling like romantic or overtures from people who are coming back that have been, in your romantic past. They're going to come back and help you to move forward, to advance your careers, to advance your goals, and to help you this month. So it's a very positive energy in general. Um, with this card coming in here, so in the upright position, it's indicative of a situation where there has been a swift victory. And in the reverse position, though, I feel that, so it could play out in two ways. Either that the swift victory that you're hoping for, whether it's like landing a new client, or having, the last word with in a relationship, in an argument, just getting your point across and being received really well. In that situation, this is coming in, possibly towards the end of the month too. Um, it's going to be delayed, and it's going to be delayed in a way that, because of the doubt that you're feeling, like you don't know really how to proceed forward at this point. So then this is slowing coming. Another way this could play out is, you've had a swift victory in your mind, and you're not gloating over it, which is great, because I know Capricorns are extremely modest as well. And you are very sophisticated in the way you handle emotional problems and emotional baggage. So you don't air out dirty laundry in public. So that is actually a really good thing for you to do, and it's a good habit for you to keep. Okay, so I actually really think that's a great idea to do that. So even if you had issues with people from your past, I don't feel it's people from your past. Even though you've had issues in general, and people have been less than honest, you avoid them in the future, whereas you don't really confront them, which can be problematic. But at the same time, you know better, so you don't call them out on it. You just choose to avoid them altogether, the bad people, which is actually, in the business world, is a very sophisticated and a very effective way to handle like disagreements, and to handle unscrupulous people. So congratulations to you. That is a very hard skill to learn. And I feel like it just with like any other water sign, it would not work. But with Cancers, you are very, very caring and loving people. So the way you're handling this is just, it's so magnanimous of you, because I know a Scorpio would never be able to do that, and a Pisces would just, a Pisces, when they're hurting, they want other people to hurt alongside with them, and Scorpios as well. But whereas you see the bigger picture, and you're just you're learning from it, and you're not letting them back in your life. So this is a very good way to do it, at the same time not burning bridges, because you might need that contact in a work environment later on down the line. So this is a really very adult, mature, and sophisticated way to handle your opponents, okay? So congrats to you. So like I mentioned, there are going to be a lot of contacts that help expand your network and expand your friendship networks, your romantic life, your financial situation, to your work environment. So it's a strong month to really get the ball rolling, okay? And I feel that during the last week of February, so towards the last week, I just feel that you're actually going to hit the ground running. There are a lot of adjustments you have to make in your life, and also just past situations will creep up, with the devil card, but will be lifted, and you will know how to proceed with your life. So I do see you moving on from most of you have started a business or have continued on with a job situation that has, into a previous work situation that you've abandoned. If you're deciding to do anything like this, then I strongly advise you to do it during the last week. Like, don't even sign contracts, don't even talk about it until to move on and find something else, or return to the previous contact. So I feel very strongly though, I feel just very strongly with this Six of Cups energy here and with the Devil here, this is definitely an old contact that you've dealt with in the past. For some reason it didn't work out, but they're coming in strongly at the beginning of the month to try to snare you back in. So, we do have free will. I mean, if you're leaving this situation and going back to the Devil, then I would advise you not to. Find something else, find something new. And it's the beginning of the year, so you want to attract newness. You want to bring new energy into your life so that you're not repeating the patterns, and you're not trapping yourself, and you're not and affecting the rest of your year, okay? So it's a very expansive time in your life right now. So don't leave a recently new job to go back to a previous old job. I don't see that working out very well in your favor. If it's not a business situation and you're, leaving a new relationship and returning to an old relationship, I strongly advise against that. Just don't even think about that at all, because the Devil energy is not something you want to go back to. And I feel very strongly that you will, just because it promises, it promises so much. It's the devil that kind of mentality, and just if that is the case with a work situation or a romantic partner, in which they're cycling back into your life in this time, just know that it hasn't worked out in the past. Okay, it has not worked out. Don't go back to it. Sail on to something better. If you don't have anything better in line, stick with this, because it's still pretty early. It's a new energy. It's just, coming in reverse, so it hasn't played out the way you want. That doesn't mean that, it just means the time is not right. There will come a time where it just, turns itself, and you will get that financial abundance or that material abundance that you need, okay, from this situation. So it's relatively new energy, so don't abandon it just yet. And especially do not abandon it to go to something previous, because it has not worked out and it's not going to work out. And this energy is coming in so prominently, like old energy, same patterns of behavior, same types of unhealthy habits, and, just that sheer history from your past. Just time of expansion for you, that you have so many options, so many possibilities that are out there. So don't look back, okay? Just move forward with your life. Take control, manifest things, and go out and seek new experiences and new life paths for yourself. Forge a new path for yourself, rather than going back to situations that have never panned out in the past, when you have like the whole world at your disposal. All right, and it's very problematic here is the Eight of Wands, which deals with communication too. It's in the reverse position. So there are going to be communication mishaps, especially, well, all through the month. But it's a Mercury in retrograde cycle, and communications get things get misconstrued, and people get upset, and you say things you don't mean, or you misinterpret what the other people's intentions are. So it's that kind of situation where your thinking processes are clouded, and you don't really have full and accurate assessment of the whole situation. So it is best to wait until the end of the month when the communication mishaps have cleared themselves up. You can think correctly. But in general, I just see like I just see this really I see this cycle playing out, like things from the past happening, and then all of this is cycling out, all of this. So it's just a vicious cycle. But get yourself to this point where you feel whole again, okay? And it's going to take you, turning your back on the past, turning your back from the people from your past, moving yourself ahead, getting rid of that self-doubt, and just network. And you have to be really proactive about putting yourself out there. I feel that with a lot of cancers, it's been hard, just because in general you like the comfort and the stability and the predictability of your home environment. You don't really venture too far out, but the world is here for your taking. So take initiative, be a little more proactive towards steering your life in the right direction. Take control, okay? Don't let others steer the boat for you, because they tend to bring you back to places that you do not want to be. So